Hello, Likers. Welcome back to our channel. It's me, your fave, your one and only, your baby girl, Malika. So, Likers, we are doing a critical review of Mr. Aloy series, When Marriage Becomes a Nightmare, episode 42. It starts with Benita, who is mocking her dad, because her dad was shouting so much, so that her aunt was wondering, excuse me, why her dad was shouting. She said the same way he's shouting, this is how you cry. She's not even bothered. So the next thing shows Emeka, who is trying to find out from Jonathan, about the supply based on the contract. If what has Jonathan done so far? So Jonathan shocked him, according to him. So he's pretending that he knows nothing. Definitely that's what he's supposed to do. So he was shocked when Jonathan told him that he has already done the supplies. He's only waiting for the HR department to validate his order, and so that they should pay him all the rest. So Emeka was like, guy, to Emeka it was more like, I thought you were supposed to talk to me about it. So he made Emeka understand that he didn't want to stress him out, that already Emeka had done him a huge favor, by connecting him to these people. So Emeka was like, he's trying to look out for him, because you shouldn't trust people that much, because this outside is strange. Sometimes the people you trust are the ones that are going to betray you. Already we know that Emeka is saying this because he knows what he's planning already. All along, Kenny is sitting there doing his own thing as if he can't even hear what they are saying. He didn't care. But Jonathan is trying to play tough, trying to be smart, making Emeka understand that guy is Big Joe and nobody can swindle him. No one can scam him. He got things on lock. He got things under control and everything, that he's going to make that money. So, like Emeka, he's encouraging him, making him understand that, don't worry. After this, I'm certain that they are still going to give you other contracts, especially if you do your supplies properly, like you do things the way you're supposed to do, stuff like that. And they were joking about it. But Kenny, if minding my business was a person, it would be called Kenny. I'm telling you guys, but Emeka is there motivating Jonathan, whereas he knows very well what he has done to him. Like as people should normalize being careful about people around them. I'm telling you people the truth, because sometimes, the same people that you trust, the things that they'll do to you will not even believe, that these people could do this to you. It's crazy. So at some point Jonathan expected Kenny to congratulate him, and all the rest, but Kenny is the type that does not mind people's business, because him is busy doing his own thing, that he's happy for Jonathan. No, of course he's happy, but we know Emeka will always have with bad blood. We always want to make things look like Kenny is a bad friend. Kenny is not happy for Jonathan, whereas we know very well that in that friendship the bad one is the Emeka. So to him, based on the fact that he wasn't the one who gave Jonathan the contract, he's jealous of it and all the rest, which is not the truth. But this is what Emeka wants, you know Jonathan to see, that Kenny is not a good friend. Kenny is jealous of him and all the rest. Why would he be jealous of him? And let's assume that, okay, maybe Kenny is jealous of him. What will Kenny's jealousy change in Jonathan's life? If Jonathan will make it in his business, he will definitely make it. It has nothing to do with Kenny being jealous or not. But we know how John Emeka is. He's that type of friend that always wants to set confusion everywhere he is. So Jonathan is like, he's so confident that this contract will pull through and he'll bounce back and he'll start making bigger deals. He'll start getting more contracts. That is his thought. So the next thing shows Jonathan, who is back at home after having a conversation with his friend. He's so excited because he knows that he's counting the days. So he is expecting his money to drop anytime soon on his account. So he's so excited. He's already trying to do pepper them, making his daughter to understand that he's going to pepper a lot of people. And we all know that there are a lot of people he's talking about is none other than his wife. And it's so funny and childish, and to him, he has this notion that once he makes money, Clara will come begging, Clara will come running to him and begging and all the rest, and you have to condition her. Make the money first. That's what his daughter is trying to tell him. Like, Papa, stop talking about things. Let the money comes first, because the way you're talking about this money is as if you're getting $1 billion, because Jonathan was making more like, I'm going to buy her restaurant, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to buy the restaurant and offer it to Jonathan's to Hanks's mother, so that Clara will come and sit at, like he was projecting all of these things, how he's going to do that. He's going to ridicule Clara, make her, she will be voiceless and everything, and Teresa, we all know that Teresa, honestly, she doesn't like her sister, because Teresa will always take Jonathan's side any day, anytime. Teresa is making it known that if Clara had known, Clara would have stayed. That Clara is so senseless, because right now Jonathan is making it big. Have you seen the money? The only person who is challenging her dad is this girl, because she knows how, if what a failure her father can be. She knows who her father is. But unfortunately, Teresa does not know her father. She and her mother, they know her father very well. You know, Benny is making her dad understand that don't waste your time. Money that you've not seen a penny. And you're already imagining my mother coming to beg you. Why would she come and beg you? What for? She's making her money, she's doing her business, she's the one controlling her money. You're talking about money that people will have to pay you. That the people have not paid you, you've not seen it, and you're already talking about it, until making it known that people are going to crawl for you. He said, like, to him it's more like, Benny does not understand. She's just a child, she cannot understand. But this what he's saying is what is going to happen, because definitely his wife is going to beg, and apart from that, she's going to suffer, she's going to go through so much. So which means you're making money because you want to intimidate somebody. And he's pissed that his daughter is not in support of it. He's pissed that his daughter is making him understand that your money makes no sense. You making money to intimidate my mother, and it is true. You cannot be making money because you want to intimidate somebody and you want people to clap for you. What are they clapping for you for? Honestly, truth be told, what are they clapping for? And he's angry that his daughter is not in support of his nonsense. Why would she support somebody who is so senseless like her father? You are a senseless dad, so eventually she cannot support that. And he's angry that his daughter is telling him things like she's challenging him and all the rest. He's pissed because to him, Teresa is supposed to talk to this girl, not to be challenging him. So the next scene shows Emeka, who knows that he has done what he wanted to do, and he's happy. He's with his accomplice, Debbie, and they are talking about it, and they are very happy because they know very well that Jonathan, will soon pay with Zobo in his eyes. So Emeka is trying to fill in Debbie onto what he has done, because Debbie was thinking that it had to do with Benny, but Emeka said no. For Benny's case, they've suspended it at the moment. That right now, his primary person, is none other than this one. What's her name? Jonathan. So Emeka went on to let Debbie understand what he has done, and Debbie was shocked. Like, she was happy and shocked that it was so easy, because they didn't know how to get rid of Emeka, to make Jonathan get rid of his car. You understand? So with the business method that Emeka brought in, it was so easy. And they are happy about it, because right now they know that they've cornered Jonathan where he needed to be. And the next plan is what? I've come with the money, with the material, with the car at the same time. And they'll have to sell the car to pay back those the 10 million naira. That you realize that at the end of the day, Emeka is a winner, and Emeka will have to share. He's making it look like he'll just buy Jonathan drinks from the money that they'll sell his car, and he'll share some and give it to Debbie. And they were happy about it, because, like, who would not want to eat money that they didn't work for? Besides, it was Jonathan's stupidity that got him where he is. There's one thing about Jonathan: he's so proud, and he's always behaving as if he has everything under control, whereas he knows nothing. you know. Like, as I can't lie to you people, some the thing that, destroy people a lot is when they feel that they know it all, whereas they know nothing, you know. So Debbie was very happy hearing that Jonathan, this is the plan and everything, how things are going. She was happy, but she was making sure that Emeka does not double cross her in this, and that Emeka makes sure that they share, he gives her share. Of course, Emeka will definitely give her share, because if you don't give Debbie share, it means that you want her to become your enemy, and that will not be good for business, because they will definitely have to betray each other, you know. So they'll betray each other. So eventually, Emeka was very happy, So the next scene shows Jonathan at home. Jonathan has been trying to reach out, because he has been waiting the 5 days. It's been more than 5 days. They gave him 5 business days. It's been more than 5 business days. It's almost over a week now, almost 2 weeks. No call, and he's trying to place a call to the engineer. It's not going, because he supplied directly to the engineer, and all the rest. But now nothing. What is he supposed to do? He's trying, the call is not connecting, the number is not going through. Jonathan, at this point, he's so confused because he doesn't know what to do. Like, what is he going to do? I thought you were smart, Jonathan. Jonathan said he's a smart guy. Nobody can double cross him and nothing. So now he has to leave the house to go somewhere. So the next thing shows Jonathan went to pick up Emeka, which is normal, because Emeka introduced him to these guys. So if there's somebody that he needs to pick up, it's Emeka. So he went and picked up Emeka, and Emeka was pretending as if he was surprised, like, guy, what's up? And he's making them Emeka, because at this point, the person who connected you to them is the person you're supposed to talk to. So he's trying to understand, like asking the Emeka, guy, how far your people I'm trying to reach to no avail. But you people remember that Emeka tried to warn him earlier, because Emeka already knew that this moment was coming. Right now Jonathan is confused because he can't reach the people, and now the guy where he took the loan of 10 million naira from, the guy is busy calling him, not knowing that the person that is in front of him is the same person that is behind all of these things happening to him. And at this point, everything is going wrong to him, because the loan guy is calling him, the 10 million guy is calling him, the engineer they are supposed to pay 50 million naira into his account. His number is not going through. He has no connection with the HR. He has no connection with the company. The only person that he knows that he supplied material to is the engineer. What is going on? My people, they say it's not easy. Jonathan is confused, and to know that Emeka is a very useless individual and a very wicked person, the only thing he's proposing to Jonathan is that they should go and drink beer to calm his nerve. And now the guy that he took the loan of 10 million naira is busy calling his phone, because they were supposed to pay him the 50 million, and he returned the 10 million. And that guy, his collateral, like his car is the collateral. His car papers are with the guy, and the guy gave it to Emeka. The worst thing in this life is when the same person that is eating with you is the one buying you. That is, nothing is worse than that. Disloyalty is something, And now he's trying to make the guy understand on phone that he's going to bring the money to him, but the guy is making him understand that this is business, and they have an agreement, they have a contract that is signed, And right now, from all indication, it shows that his car is going to go, And Emeka is sitting beside him, meaning he was the one. Like, Jonathan is seeing his work crumbling little by little. He is pissed at this point. But what are you going to do? And Emeka, the only thing Emeka wants to talk, is that let me go and buy you a beer so that you calm down. And Jonathan just had to warn him to stop talking about beer, because at this point, he's crashing. He's crashing. Things are not okay. Things are not the way he thought they were going to be. So now, what are you going to do? That is the problem. That is a question. The next thing shows Jonathan alone in the bedroom. He's thinking, he's not going anywhere. In as much as Emeka promised him that he was going to try to reach out to the guy, because saying that it is his guy, they used to treat business together, he shouldn't worry, that he will reach out to him and he said him that things will be fine. But yet Jonathan is not convinced. Jonathan is not okay, because to Jonathan, this is too much to handle. This is too much. He is frustrated. He sees that he's losing everything. Things are not going the way they were supposed to go. He's confused. He's waiting, because Emeka made him to know that he will call, he will talk to the people, then he will get back to Jonathan. Even Emeka has not gotten back to the Jonathan. It is crazy. At this point, Jonathan is at the verge of losing it. So the next thing shows Jonathan, who is at home, just sitting there thinking, and Benny is coming downstairs. She saw her father, irrespective of the fact that Benny is always clashing with her, that she loves her, that just that she dislikes the kind of person that he is. She's worried. Internally, she's asking questions like, what is happening? She's scared, because she knows her father. She knows how her father is incapable of doing anything right. Irrespective of how much she tried to explain it to her aunt Teresa, she's not believing her, but she knows what she's saying. So she's trying to call her dad to find out if everything was okay, because she's worried, But we know Jonathan. Jonathan eventually will wake up and pretend as if all is well. Jonathan made her hard to understand that he's fine. So this is a little girl that's intelligent. Now she wants to understand, because her father was, and the reason why she's asking, you understand, because her father has been bragging about this contract. He's going to do this, he's going to do that, She needs to know, like, what's up? You've not been talking about the contract. You've not been doing anything. You've just been, moody. You've been like this for weeks. What is happening? Jonathan is there saying that he's lying, that for the contract, they are sorting it out. He will definitely get his pay and everything. Why can't you just come up and tell your daughter the truth? That you might have lost everything. His daughter, Benita, is a very clever girl. She knows her dad. She knows that her dad cannot put things together. She knows that it's so difficult for her father to get something. She knows who her father is. And his phone is ringing non-stop. Yes, the phone, the way he took the loan, the phone is ringing, non-stop. And he doesn't want to pick the call. He's scared, because he knows that those people need their money and he has no money to give to them. Why? Because the company where he supplied material has not called him yet and have not given him any money. He is stuck. And this is the same man that wants to go and buy his wife's restaurant and do this and do that. Like us, we are going to end this video. Honestly speaking, people should normalize knowing their partners in and out before getting married. So it's true that a lot of people change. But like us, one thing I always tell people is that protect your mental health. This is a part 1, because today, Mr. Aloy put a very long series, so I'll make it in 2 parts. This is part 1. Please, guys, after watching this, stay tuned for part 2, because part 2 is coming right away, okay? I love you guys. Take care and stay blessed.